Hey friends, welcome to Vedyug. I'm your science mentor. And today we are going to see the remaining part of the chapter chemical reaction. In previous video we learned about chemical reactions, their equations with some types of chemical reactions, and also we got information about endothermic as well as exothermic reactions. So let's move forward. In this video and in this part of the video, we will be covering rate of chemical reaction, oxidation and reduction, corrosion and rancidity. So let's get started. First, let me tell you about rate of chemical reaction. So the reaction rate is how fast a chemical reaction occurs, measured by the increase in product concentration and decrease in reactant concentration over time. But what are the factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction? First is nature of reactants. Reaction rate variation is dependent on which substances are reacting. इसे अगर हमें लेमन लैंग्वेज में समझना है तो आपको जो सब्जी बनानी है, जैसे आपकी मदर आपके लिए खाना बनाती है, तो जो सब्जी आपको बनानी है तो वैसे ही इंग्रेडिएंट्स आपके पास होने चाहिए. टॉकिंग अबाउट एग्जाम्पल इन टर्म्स ऑफ केमिस्ट्री, इट इज प्रिटी सिंपल. सोडियम बीइंग हाईली रिएक्टिव reacts violently with cold water, while calcium does not react with cold water at all. Another is size of particles of reactants. Smaller the size of reactant particles, higher is the rate of reaction. For example, when HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, is added to pieces of Shahabad tile, the carbon dioxide effervescence is formed slowly. Third would be concentration of the reactants. The reactant concentration is highest at the external surface and lowest at the center, forming a decaying profile from the outside to inside. For example, a small section of iron metal and sodium is exposed to air. Ions have a little effect, but the sodium reacts completely with air overnight. You can see the difference between metal and a sodium, which is also a metal. Fourth would be temperature of the reaction. The reaction temperature is an important parameter that affects the efficiency of the gasification reaction. For example, cookies bake faster at higher temperature. तो जो भी आप बिस्किट खाते हो, कुकीज खाते हो ब्रेकफास्ट में या फिर हाई टी के समय पे, तो उन कुकीज को फास्टर बेक करने के लिए हायर टेम्परेचर पे उन्हें पकाया जाता है. फिफ्थ वुड बी कैटलिस्ट. द सब्सटेंस इन हुज प्रेजेंस द रेट ऑफ अ केमिकल रिएक्शन चेंजेस without causing any chemical change to it is known as catalyst. Catalyst is nothing but a substance or a chemical substance which alters the rate of reaction. For example, iron. Iron is used as a catalyst for the synthesis of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen through the Haber process. Let us now learn about oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is nothing but a chemical process. It is defined as a process that occurs when atoms or group of atoms lose electrons. For example, addition of oxygen. You can see the chemical equation written down below. When carbon is treated with oxygen, we get carbon dioxide. Another is reduction. Reduction is a chemical reaction where the oxidation number of an atom, ion or molecule change by losing an electron, which is nothing but our reduction reaction. Talking about example, when zinc is treated with hydrogen in aqueous solution, we get zinc in aqueous solution and hydrogen gas, which is in the form of gas. You can see the chemical reaction and the chemical equation written down below. Let us now learn about one of the interesting topic in chemistry, which is corrosion. Corrosion is the process of slowly eating up metals by gas and water vapors present in the atmosphere due to the formation of certain compounds like oxide, sulfides and carbonates. For example, corrosion of iron is known as rusting. तो आपने आपके घर के बर्तन देखे होंगे डियर फ्रेंड्स, जहाँ पे पुराने बर्तन या फिर यूटेंसिल्स या फिर लोहे की चीज़ें वो जंग खा चुकी होती है, which is nothing but rusting, which is an example of corrosion. Now let us learn about rancidity. When fats and oils stay in open for long, they get oxidized and become rancid, and their smell and taste changes. For example, when a chips packet is exposed to atmospheric air, which results in a change in the taste and odor. This was the example of rancidity. That's why if you open up a chips packet, you should eat it quickly, otherwise it gets soggy or it won't be crispy like before. So friends, this was all about chemical reaction, and here we have completed a chapter from your textbook. So I once again insist you to observe the things and observe the chemical equations and reaction in your surrounding, in your day-to-day life. And definitely, apart from book, you can learn many things by just observing in your surroundings. Till then, happy learning, and definitely we are going to meet soon.